Today, we are learning all about how to create scroll stopping content. And before I get into that, first of all, for those who don't know me, my name is T Lane. I've had the pleasure of being a part of Bedroom Candy for almost 7 years now. I came in 2019, went looking on Instagram on the Bedroom Candy hashtag. That's a plug right there, too, because you never know who's looking. And when you show up posting scroll stopping content, they just might find you. So make sure you put that bedroom candy hashtag with your post, okay? But I went searching the hashtag for a leader to join other because I knew that, you had to be placed with a leader and I didn't want to just be placed with anybody. I had big dreams and goals I wanted to accomplish with Bedroom Candy, and I knew I needed to be placed under the right person. So looking on Instagram, y'all, I came across the LaRonda White's Instagram page. I loved how, like, just from looking at her page, you could tell she worked her business. She was about the team. She would post stuff with her team members and stuff. So when we finally got a chance to talk, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm signing up under you. Let's go. And it's been just magic ever since. She's taught me a lot being on this downline, leadership, taught me a lot about public speaking, taught me how to treat this business like a business, to pay attention to the numbers. And it's just been amazing. I came into the business because I initially wanted to start a coaching business to help women who had experienced sexual trauma learn how to see sex as a pleasurable thing and not a traumatic thing. But as I came in, when you just step out there with the ideas that God gives you, He'll give you clarity, even more and more clarity on what exactly you're supposed to do. So today it has grown into, I started that coaching business, and it's coaching moms and daughters or women and young girls, teaching them how to become their best self, how to heal from things, not just including sexual trauma, and how to get to this bag without having to exchange time for it. So now that I'm in it, I've gotten what I came in for. I still stay because I've had the pleasure of building my own team. Shout out to Team B.A.M.N, by any means necessary. That is our mindset. And I stay because I want to help every single person, not just on my team, but anybody who reaches out to me. I want to help you get what you want Bedroom Candy to give you too, because I know it's possible. This business has opened so many doors for me, and I know so many sisters on here today can attest that it's done the same for them too. And even here today, I know that, or whatever time you're watching this video, I know that when you learn how to make the right type of social media content, that will grow your business. Because it's 2025, y'all. And social media, I know it's fun. We scroll, it's a great distraction, or something good to like scroll through and on a break, entertaining. But the people, let's look at the owners. I'm always thinking bigger picture. The owners of these social medias, it's not fun for them. It is a business. When you're posting, they're sharing your data, your information, and your posts with other people. We see it, like, even when you put music on it, okay? It's a business. The artists get paid from it. They let you know you can't get paid, but they can. So we got to start really thinking business when we do social media. We can still have fun with it, but we got to learn how to post in a way that supports our business in a positive way. And that's what we're doing today. Next, whose anniversary is it? Oh, happy anniversary, Sharon. Oh my God, 3 years. And I'm gonna just toot Sharon's horn for a second. The whole entire 3 years she's been in this business, there ain't been 1 month she hasn't been active. There ain't been one convention that she has missed. She's been right there for everything. And she works it in a way that works the best for her. So congratulations and happy anniversary. Yeah. Okay. So now I want to ask y'all a question. Who are some of your favorite people on social media? And I want you to tell me why they are your favorite. Like, what you like about the way they post. Sharon said, me? Okay, well, what do you like about the way I post, Sharon?
You are so energetic when you post. Every time you pop up, to let me know that you live, I hurry up. If I'm able to, I hurry up and click it because you give me the energy. You boost up my energy because sometimes I be feeling like, I don't know if this it. I don't know. I don't know. Then you'll come right up there in the spur of the moment with a post all happy and wide open, and I was like, there we go. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's your energy. I don't even know if you realize it. And I saw your post the other day when you were saying that how people don't think you go through things or you feel things because before bedroom candy, because like you said, people that know we family, I never seen you down or sad. Every time I see you, you bubbly. So, and I'm pretty sure I know that you go through things and stuff, but you don't show it. I want to be like you when I grow up because if something going on with me, everybody gonna know it because it's on my face. I cannot hide it. So, but you, every time I see you, that smile that you just did right then, that's all I see every time I see you. So hats off to you, girl. You just keep doing what you do.
Look, we learned about social media today. We ain't crying today. We not crying today. But thank you for that. We gonna come back to that in a second. Thank y'all, Coach Nan and Evelyn. Um, Evelyn, I saw you said Keith Lee. What is it about Keith Lee that you like?
I love how genuine he is. He started from the ground up, right? He didn't come out with a bunch of money. He was doing reviews in his daughter's Blues Clues chair. And again, but because he's authentic, because he actually helps people, he does stuff, he has grown into this celebrity content creator that started one way and then has completely morphed his life just by being himself. He didn't go out here with a big sponsorship. He's like, this is just what I do. He's charismatic. He has his family, everything that just shows that he is authentic. And it shows that you don't have to be out here doing too much. You don't have to be out here, have all this bag behind what you're doing. If you are yourself, if you're proud about your product, stand with integrity and morals, you can absolutely pivot yourself. And that's why I love his story and how far he's come and continue to go.
That was good. Y'all know somebody else who I love watching this person on social media, and I'm pretty sure we all do. Without this person, we would not be here today, right here in this moment. But Miss Candy Burris Tucker, I love her content. For whatever reason, it's coming back to me when she did that skit. When I forget what was her name, when she was the lady with the big old boobs, and her man was in jail, and it was funny. But can someone speak on what is it about? What do you notice about the way that Candy posts, or what is it about the way she posts that we love?
It's in the same vein. She's passionate. She's very down to earth. You can communicate with her, you can connect with her. She's not one of those bougie celebrities that just be out here doing too much. She is honestly, her multiple business is about helping, about educating, about elevating you and moving you to the next level. Because I saw Candy and talked to her this year in February out in Tucson. And so she was filming the podcast, talked to her one-on-one. She's like, listen, you have to approach this business like the audacity of a white man. And I was like, what? And I was like putting that into context. I was like, you know what? You have to move like nothing can stop you, can touch you. You got to get out here and just move and shake. I was like, absolutely. She is just amazingly down to earth. And she doesn't have one stream of income. She's got multiple. But then she also tells you her real life story, what she's dealing with, how she prevailed. So I just love it all the way around. And her content is amazing.
Oh my God, this is so good. Y'all better get out of my notes because of course, I asked you that for a reason. Who do you like on social media and why do you like them? And let's see, anybody want to take a guess why I asked y'all? Where y'all think I'm about to go next? Because these things that you like about your favorite people you like to watch on social media. Anybody know where I'm about to go? Can you take a guess?
How are you using it to your benefit? What are you doing with it that you like what they move, and how are you replicating that or applying it to yourself, your business? What are you doing?
I'm just making sure y'all tracking with me. Okay. I'm making sure you picking up what I'm laying down. You gotta pay attention to what makes you stop scrolling, because we all have people content we come across that we just keep right on scrolling past, but it's those people that make us stop. And no matter how long the video or whatever it is, what the how long the caption with the picture is, we like their content so much that we will stop scrolling and pay attention to it. So those things that y'all have mentioned and that you've heard, you gotta make sure that that's what you're doing when you post your content too. Let's get into some of them. So I want to start with the first thing I heard a unanimous around this is people like when people are authentic. Authenticity, being yourself. I want you to get out of your head that there's a person that, oh, they only get the views or they only get, that the people, the social media is popping because they're bubbly, or it's only popping because they got a lot of money and they're successful. No, it's because they're being themselves. They're being themselves. There's people I watch on social media, and we all know, especially on TikTok. I'm starting to get into TikTok, child. On TikTok, it's people who be on there who be just regular degular. Like I think about Miss Netta, I think that's her name, and her boo. Charles, your lunch is ready. They were regular as hell before they got the money. Then she went and got a body done, face and all of that. But they were themselves. We like authentic people. Who's the guy who they was doing the dance, his body a little more? Shamar, is it him? We like watching because he was himself, no matter what. Yeah, he had a little body disabilities, but he was himself. He was confident and he owned it the way he showed up. Be your authentic self. I posted, but with social media, I love it because I'm authentic with it. There's no, of course, a little bit of strategy behind it, but I just like to show up and be myself on there. I made a post yesterday. The post that Sharon was talking about yesterday was like, felt like crap. I'm not even gonna talk too much about it because it'll put me back in that mood. Yesterday was one of the worst days of my life. And I'm like, you know what? Let me share, because that's what my business is about. I teach people how to show, like, how to overcome things, healthy ways to cope, how it's okay. Like, yeah, you can feel something, but let's feel it, and then let's work on getting through it, how we gonna get through it. And bedroom candy just happens to be one of the things I told y'all. It helps me fill my cup up. I'm feeling way better than yesterday. I took that shower with my bedroom candy products, moisturizer, smelling good. Can't stop smelling myself. That just happens to be a part of it, but that was a very authentic post, being in a moment. I'm like, let me be real. Be your authentic self. Another thing that I put down, I hope y'all are taking notes. The people that you like on social media, if you pay attention, they post more videos versus just pictures or graphics. Videos, we have this method in that we've learned on our team. We can do a whole nother training on that, a part 2 of social media training. It's called the know, like, trust method. Can someone on here, can you raise your hand or just come up off of mute? Can you give us a short description of what the know, like, trust method is?
So for no, is doing a post that someone is getting to know you. So for instance, I love to drink coffee and flavored creamer. So I did a post like, ooh, what's your favorite creamer? Mine is this, and then like is a motivational post where you can, always Google up a quote in whatever mood you in. If you think you need motivation, do a motivational quote so you can share with others too. And then trust. Trust is where you got to do a live video. It doesn't have to be long, but you want to, at this point, if you're doing it for your business, you want to be able to talk about your product and be in a comfortable setting. So talk about the stuff that you use and not the stuff that you desire to use yet. And if you talk about the things that you desire to use, then get the proper product knowledge, and see what videos are there to make it your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that trust one, that's the one we used to have a challenge. We might need to run that back one good time. Uh, um, the 90-day challenge, you had to, part of it was you had to post your do the no like trust, meaning that every single week for 90 days, which was 12 weeks, you had to post a video each week. One, it's helping you because what builds trust with social media as well is consistency. So helping you to be consistent, but videos. And that's the part that scares people. Like, oh, being in front of that camera. I used to be afraid of it. Can you believe it? I told y'all LaRonda helped me a lot. I used to put her on, tap her on the shoulder for everything. Like, come and do this with me. I'm doing this live. I'm doing this. Let's do it together until I grew confident enough to do it on my own. So, get in the habit of videos. I hope somebody came on here tonight with a video because we're gonna edit one in real time today. Clear. Scroll stopping content is clear. It ain't blurry. One of the things that I've been working on making sure I remember is to wipe my camera screen, chat. Wipe the camera off. We don't know how much it be in our pocket, what it be rubbing against, and it be blurry. And then we go to, and I know you see the blurry, and you post that video or that picture. Wipe your cameras off. But there's also certain settings on the phone that you can do to make it look even crisp. I'm gonna start with the iPhone users. Android users, I'm gonna say I love y'all because I had to go and do research to see what are these settings on y'all's phones. But on iPhone, let me share my screen really quick. Hold on. I wonder if it'll do it. Let's see. If not, then I'll just tell you. Coach Nan said, we thank you for the research.
And believe me, y'all, she was researching because she pushed it back a week to make sure she had the information for us. I'm an Android.
No judgment, no judgment. Okay. So, and see, y'all see my setup. This is just, let's be authentic. I have a box. Well, my husband didn't even use the box this time. So these are my couch pillows sitting in one of my grandma church chairs she used when she does stuff outside in the church yard with my computer sitting on here. And one of my babies broke my ring light stand. So now I have to sit it behind something. So this is my setup right here. Simple. And I'm gonna get into that in a second because you don't need a lot of money to make your content look as good as the people who do have all the money. But in the iPhone, if you go over to video, it's not recorded. I can't do it. Okay. But with video, up in the top right corner, anybody on your iPhone right now? Okay, you see under video, it says at the top right corner, HD something probably. You don't want it in HD. You want to change it, hit that HD, and it should change to 4K. And then I like to record in 4K 30 or 4K 60. 4K 60 is the highest resolution, but I love 4K 30 will work too and have your shit looking crisp as hell. Now, disclaimer, it does drain the battery. So you make sure your battery is good, but it's gonna give you content. They're gonna be like, what kind of camera are you using? 4K 30 or 4K 60. We don't want to do HD no more. I remember when HD came out, that was the highest version. It was something below HD, but now 4K is the highest. And then if you want to make videos where you have like behind you is blurred a little and you are the main focus, then right here what I'm under is cinematic. That's where you can record and it looks like 4K already. I don't know if cinematic allows you to do. Let me see on my other phone. Hold on. Or somebody's on there. Yeah, with cinematic, you don't have to worry about the 4K because it's gonna look like 4K anyway. Cinematic look good as hell too. But Sometimes I would choose regular video in 4K 30 or 60 over cinematic when I want everything around me to show. Cinematic is going to focus just on one thing and everything around it else is going to be blurred. So that's the difference in it. And so
Is there cinematic on an iPhone 11 Plus?
you don't see cinematic on there?
Mm-mm. I do got the 4K 30, so that's something my daughter must have had on. Because I done upgraded from my 8 to my 11. So don't be looking at me like that.
No, sis. So if you have the because I told our sister, I said, you gotta get rid of that iPhone 8, sis. We going to new levels in our business. You can't do nothing on that. Your content it's gonna look raggedy and blurry. But that's
My
what we
daughter
do.
told me, I was like, just look, Jansen, the button ain't working on no more, so I'm gonna go get it switched out again at a place around by the house. She said, Mom, if you don't bring your button out here to get this iPhone 11 I got for you, it ain't like you gotta pay for it. I said, okay, fix it for me. So we made it a day trip. I made it a day trip and took off work.
But like you should have. So right beside a video, if you scroll over, cinematic isn't an option for you.
No, I got slow mo and time lapse.
Okay, so maybe that's something we can look into and see if it's. But the 11 is fairly. It ain't old now. I know they got the iPhone 30 out now. I'm exaggerating, but you should have cinematic. Check and make sure your phone doesn't need any update. But
You
that's
know what?
something
I didn't have an update thing on today.
yeah, the cinematic one. I love cinematic, child. And if I ain't using cinematic and I want everything to show, then I use 4K.
It's like something stuff on my phone didn't even know it. Because I got a 14.
It says it's not available for 11.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I got the 4K 30, so I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 4K 30, 4K 60. It's gonna drain the hell out your battery, but the content gonna be on point. And Sharon, what did you say?
So you just showed me something new. I didn't have my phone, didn't even know that stuff was up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at I never changed that what you was just talking about. And mine is on HD 30. And then I could change it to 4K 30, 60. Oh, it's a 24 up here. Okay. I'm taking notes.
Okay. So I am going to drop into the chat because guess what? My chat GPT, her name is Sky. Sky said that the settings are the same on Android too. So let me drop that here for y'all. So however you get to your settings, does anybody, Coach Nan, are you able to go to on your phone and see where you're able to do your camera settings?
I love that you
I
named your
am
chat.
following the instructions now.
Okay. So while Coach Nan is doing that, because we want to make sure with Androids, Sky is usually on point. We want to make sure it works. But Evelyn, what was you saying?
I love that you named your chat GPT Sky. That is hilarious.
Because baby, even the sky ain't the limit with what we can do with AI. They say people have things to say, about AI. Like, oh, it's gonna replace, it's gonna take people's jobs. But I saw something the other day that I believe. I'm like, AI is not gonna take anybody's job. The people who know how to use AI is gonna take the people's job. Cause ChatGPT be coming in handy. Love you, Sky. Mean it. Coach Nan is gonna play around with those settings for us, for our Android users. But while we're doing that, another thing is when you're doing, so we talking about videos for scroll stopping content because we'll scroll past a picture unless it's the resolution, all of it, it makes us stop. But videos done the right way would definitely make people stop. So another thing you want to pay attention to is your background. When I first started out, I was a stickler for, let me just get in front of my white wall. If nothing else, just have a white wall behind you. But if you're going to have something behind you, you can do, okay, your car. Just make sure you ain't got a lot in the car. Don't have it junky and stuff. You present yourself as a business. But I will say, again, big on authenticity. I've done videos, and I think one that comes to mind, I did it in cinematic, where my laundry basket was in the back seat. It was kind of blurred, so it wasn't the main. I was the main focus, but and I felt like that was authentic. I'm a mom. My dryer is broke at home, so I wash the clothes and then I have to go to the laundromat and dry them. But just a basket of laundry in the back seat. But it wasn't junky. It didn't look like just mess everywhere. So it can be authentic. Like right now, what's my background? You can see my plant babies. Hey, Grandma and Grandpa. Hey, Slytherin. Hey, Blossom. No, that ain't Blossom. Blossom died? That's Buttercup. Hey, Buttercup. So I got some stuff right here on my counter, but it's not junky. It's pretty clean for the most part. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes we've seen people posting videos and it's just like you like, oh, are they a hoarder? No shade, because we iron sharpens iron. We here to help each other. But it's when you're doing a business, you gotta pay attention. So have we ever seen Candy post with something like that? Now, if your content is about, okay, I'm about to clean up, like about to clear my space, then it makes perfect sense. But if not, make sure your background is straight. And I was big on like just I did a white wall for a long time. Then I graduated from the white wall for a while. I got this idea from Trinice, one of our CAC members, Trinice Bailey. I went to Walmart and I bought a colored blanket and I put that on my white wall when I was ready to take my content to a next level. And I'm like, okay, I can't invest in this, that. I lived out in the country, so I could not do the green screen because then I wouldn't look clear. Like my internet service wasn't strong enough for that. So I'm like, how can I affordably make my background look upgraded? I bought a pink blanket. I took that shelf that's sitting back there now, my bookshelf, and I placed it right in a corner, like diagonally. I put the bedroom candy, French kiss, and heartthrob on the shelf because in your background, if you can, you want to subliminally market your business too. That's a whole nugget. So have your product behind you, the name, and this makes it where you can make videos where even if you don't mention anything about bedroom candy, because all of your videos don't need to be about that. You want to just be yourself, and every now and then put this because people are going to buy from you because they like you. So if you can anytime, and that's just putting y'all in where I'm at now is like, okay, I need to get merch. When I'm doing content, it can't be no more like, I love this shirt that says God's favorite, but I need BK every single time because it's a psychology behind marketing and branding with your business. I need them every time they see me. I need to be representing my brand, whether it's my personal brand or bedroom candy coated. Get into the habit of like putting it in their face. One of my favorite shows right now, and I got about 20 episodes I got to catch up on because I've been so locked in, I ain't been able to watch TV. Beyond the Gates. And that's what I'm always a student. You want to start making yourself be like that too. Everything is a learning lesson. So even watching Beyond the Gates, I started recognizing that there was a couple episodes they always showed the Tide laundry detergent. You would see the Tide in there, or they would spray the room with Febreze. And that wasn't just because that was intentionally. I'm like, oh, these brands paid this show to do that. That was even one of them had on an outfit I had ordered offline from Micah's. I think it was Mike. I was like, oh, I saw that on Micah's when I went looking for outfits for the cruise. Always be in mind. That's what I'm working on too. So I'm talking to myself, like to make sure that you have your brand somewhere, and it don't have to be direct. It can be indirect, subliminal. So in your background, if you can do that, do that. Trinice does a good job of that. Like when she goes live, her purple blanket. Y'all probably didn't know that was a blanket behind her. She taught me. Lay right now, I'm looking, I see the vitamin D sitting over there. I call mines at parties Jody. So I'm like, hey, Jody. We see Jody sitting back there. Be intentional. We got to start thinking like business owners. Because I don't know about you, But I want true financial freedom. I'm on the road to multi-million dollar status. And so we got to start thinking like that. It can't be just for fun or just doing something for the hell of it. Be intentional with it. Be authentic, but be intentional too. Any questions so far before I continue? All right. You also want to make sure that you are providing value more than you are trying to sell to people. Before I get my definition of what that means, anybody else want to share what does that make you think of when I say that? Provide value versus selling.
It's basically letting them know that there's something in it for them and it's not you just trying to make money.
Okay, that's good, Ned.
Yeah. So yesterday when I went to work, so if you see my video yesterday, I had on juicy sweet brownie and lip drop. And so when I get to work, that's what I got on, right? So now I have a meeting with my manager and my assistant branch manager. My assistant branch manager is friends on with me Facebook. So we did the lip drip thing. So she got lip drip. So she complimented the lip drip while we in the meeting and was like, I love the lip. She said, I love the lip gloss that I bought from you. So my manager was like, your lip gloss is pretty. And she was like, she said, oh, you bought some from her? She said, yeah, the clear one. I like the clear one. It keeps my mouth moist. And they're Caucasian ladies. So, you know what I'm saying? So now the other one want to, like, okay. And then, and when I had got the lip drip, I intentionally took it in at work because I went to the post office on my lunch break. But while I was out for an appointment, I finished my appointment early. So I did a video on that, right? On how you can be intentional. So I took it inside work because I already knew she wanted to buy it because she commented on Facebook. But I know another young lady that wears lip drip. And so I told her, I said, "Oh, I got some." I said, "I want you to try something," and I showed it to her. My intention was for her to buy it, but she was like, "Oh, thank you, like, oh, I love clear lip gloss and stuff like that." And I was like, I was tell her I remember you to buy it, but I was like, "Girl, I said I just want you to be my tester for it, and then you can tell everybody about it." That's how I turned that into, like, okay, I'm not gonna be focused on the $25. You be a tester for it. So now she loved it. So that's another person in the office love it. That's gonna be a regular customer because they like the clear gloss. So you got to be intentional and be a product of your product as well.
Mm-hmm. And how, because what you're saying, I see how that ties in. How do you see that as providing value versus selling?
So for example, Rosemary said that she loved it because she hates sticky lip gloss. And I advertised it when we did it. It's not sticky and it keeps your lip moisturizing. So with us saying to keep you hydrated and not sticky, that was an eye catcher. So it wasn't me throwing that in her face. That's us talking about the product. And one of the people, what I'm finding out is people really hate sticky lipstick because I do too. I ain't never really think about it because they all sticky, right? Most of them have been. So the stickiness is how I'm going to go continue with it because that's what people love. And that's what I'm getting back from the people that have tried.
Mm-hmm. Hit it right on the head. And Coach Nan did too. Providing value means that you're solving a problem for somebody. When you post content around your business, value over selling will win every single time. Talking about it in a way of like, what problem does it solve will win every single time. People ain't always out here trying to buy something, but they always want the problems in their life solved. So make sure you're posting in that way. And have a niche. Figure out what your niche is. Don't be out here trying to sell to everybody. Because like my niche, I work with women and young girls. So one of the ways that I provide value versus selling is like, okay, let's learn about something that most women never got a chance to learn about because they mama didn't know it and their grandmama didn't know it and great grandmama didn't know it. Let's learn about vaginal hygiene. Because I remember being in a little girl in school, middle school, high school, and Bath and Body Works was big. You had to have your Bath and Body Works. your body wash, the sprays, all of that. And I thought that, it's a body wash. That means you can wash the whole body, even down below. Until I had a very unpleasant experience from using that Bath and Body Works down there. So let's talk about the importance of using non-harsh soaps, all natural soaps down below. And this is my favorite one. I provided value. One of the biggest ways you can provide value is through education. Coach Nan, her niche is menopause. And I didn't know, like, so many women are like right now, like the menopause is a big deal. I don't know why right now, but I've been seeing it, a lot of talk about it in places, or maybe because I don't know, my attention has been placed on it, so now I'm seeing it in my universe. I don't know. But menopause, educating on it. There's a lot of women who are now reaching that age where they're like, wait a minute, I'm having these symptoms and this and that. Am I perimenopausal? Or like, see, I don't even know all the terminology around it, but I'm sure Coach Nan does because that's her niche. Just educating on the topic. Before even mentioning a product. Katrina, one of our sisters in Bedroom Candy, her why is helping people overcome sex addiction. She's been doing a series on YouTube. I helped her set up her strategy and stuff, and she's been getting the most views since she tried to do stuff in the past, but now that she's honed in on providing value around a specific topic, she ain't even mentioned the Bedroom Candy product yet. The people are wanting more. And because she's providing value, when her video comes out with showing products that can help you, tools, actual tangible tools that can help you with overcome sex addiction, they're going to trust her and they're going to want to buy from her because she provided them with value in the form of education first. Providing value is either you educating them or you entertaining them. You helping them see the joys in life, helping, giving them something positive or making them laugh. So remember that with providing value. Appearance. So this one is one where it's you want to be your authentic self, but appearance is really big too. I can't hold you. One of my mentors, mentors in business, she has this saying that you can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. And it is so true. And that does not mean that you have to get up and be dolled up, have the designer, you got to have the big house, all of that. No, but you got to be intentional about what you show up looking like. If there's something like, let's say, child, because I be saying sometimes I feel like I got a little lazy eye. My eyes be doing some crazy shit. So if you feel like you got a lazy eye or something missing, maybe you missing a side tooth or something, just that's your authentic self. We just talked about Shamar, the guy with the body this more, I don't even know what to call it, but he showed up so confidently. I don't give a damn what he don't got, how he's shaped, what his disability is. He makes you want to still watch him with his appearance. He shows up and he he's showing up, like present himself in a good way. So you want to make sure with your appearance, like you be owned. But own does not mean the luxury, the top dollar, the full face, like all of that. It just means put some effort into how you show up. Think about our founder, our business founder. Look at how she shows up on social media. There's even been moments where I think one of her insecurities that she's spoken about openly is her eyes, her dark marks around her, the dark circles around her eyes. There's been, you hardly ever will see her show up like that, but there's been moments where she's been her authentic self and we'll see it. But for the most part, okay, if there's something that makes you insecure, she has a little, whatever she puts on there, you can't see it majority of the time. Take care of that because people can feel your energy. If there's anything about you that is messing with your confidence when you are posting, it's not going to be scroll stopping content. So whatever it is, you gotta own it, show it with confidence, make up for it. Like, okay, if I feel like you got a lazy eye, then put some eye makeup around it. Whatever you have to do to make yourself still show up is confident because it's not what you lack. Let me be very clear on that. It's not what you lack. It's not your imperfections, but it's your energy and how you show up. If you don't say nothing else, that is how your confidence in which you show up. Because that's what makes people want to support you. So again, anything that you have an insecurity around, your appearance, just do what you need to do to take that away, because it's just all about making sure you show up as your confident self. That's number one. What else do I have? Also, when the people that make you stop scrolling on social media, do they mostly post their own stuff, or are they sharing other people's stuff? I see, Donice, was that an aha moment?
No, I mean, I heard that before. You don't want to get on there sharing and sharing and sharing. So I've been trying to be, more intentional with what I post. Like people didn't know I had a grandbaby, and so she about to be 2. And so when I finally, put her out there, the reaction I got. It was funny to me, but you're right. So I shouldn't, you're right. It was an aha moment.
Mm-hmm. So looking at
And then, hold on, T, I'm sorry. And Denise, what you talking about your grandchild, right? And you putting it out there, that's they getting to know you as a grandmother. That's a no video.
mm-hmm.
That's what that looks like.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, people buy from you. You can be, let me tell you something. It don't matter what I'm selling. Okay? It can be water to a well, salt to a snail, baby. They gonna buy it not because of the product. They buying it because they have bought into me first. You gotta show up. They're gonna buy it because they bought into you first before they ever buy a product from you. They buy into you. And that's why I say it ain't about, you ain't gotta try and be bubbly. You ain't gotta try and be Candy. You ain't gotta try and be Don Juan. You ain't gotta try and be Lay. You ain't gotta be Evelyn, Denise. Be yourself, because it's gonna attract the people who can relate to you. Denise posting her grandbaby. The grandmamas are like, oh my God, I didn't know. And she look good. What you using on your skin? I couldn't even tell you was a grandma. What you doing to keep yourself looking up like that? Looking like that? And then that's an entryway. They have bought into her, the person. Now she can say, girl, I be using this moisturizer every day. Oh, or I be using this, my skin look good because of this, and I keep it in my purse. Let me show you. Huh? Put some on, because you got a little ash in between your knuckles. Here you go. You like it. Okay, here go my website. Let's go and buy it. Right? But post your stuff more than other people's. I've seen some of y'all, because I be watching my team members. I be like, what they up to? What they doing? And I got a couple team members who I said they share, and I said, I love that y'all support other people, but I go through the whole timeline, it's just sharing other people's posts. And I be like, where they business at? Or where is something about them? Make sure that you are promoting yourself as much as you're promoting others. Be supportive. Share other people's businesses and their accolade, whatever post you like, the memes and all of that. Because I saw somebody, it was just all memes and reels and stuff. I'm like, where's your business? Make sure you're posting your stuff just as much, if not more, than you're posting other people's things. Be consistent when you're posting. Do you post a video like, okay, you hype, when you get off of here, you're going to go and put a video out? And then we don't see another video from you for 2 weeks later. Some of y'all a month later. Some of y'all more than that. When you're not consistent, it does not build trust. And people do business with people they feel like they know, like, and trust. So be consistent with it. Done over perfect. That's why I said you don't have to, because a lot of times I'll tell you the biggest thing that kept me from creating content is because I'm a very down-to-earth woman. I be chill. I'm a homebody. My favorite attire is sweatpants and a tee or a hoodie. So I felt like I didn't look the part until I learned, okay, I can be myself, make sure with appearance I look a little bit like something, but there's some other women out there too who are very down to earth, and they'll relate to me. So don't worry about trying to be perfect. I went out and bought me some like cute little scarf, so if my hair isn't done, that won't hold me back. So done over perfect always. Just get the content out and be consistent, because y'all, the digital age is where it's at. Online digital marketing, baby, people is getting to the bag promoting on social media. Please take advantage of it. All right. And now I got a couple other things we can go into this. Like I said, with your when you're posting, like in your captions or whatever, like tell stories, those authentic stories with it. And then also think about the length of your video. I think that really isn't important. For the most part, people do have short attention spans, and they recommend doing 1 minute or less reels. But and there was one point where you couldn't post any reels or videos that was longer than a certain amount. Now you can. I think they've upped it to at least 3 minutes. Then on TikTok, you can post something for up to 10 minutes, because they realize that it really ain't the length. Short videos are cool. That's gonna get the most views. But if it's the value, you show up, your appearance on point, your background ain't looking crazy, the camera settings is right and clear, and what you're giving is value, you're helping with education or entertaining, they're gonna watch the thing no matter how long it is anyway. So before we get ready to transition into our next part of actually, we know how to create a video. Now I'm going to teach you how to edit it inside of CapCut to do all those features like you see people posting. Any questions on what we've covered before we get into that part? Sion, you said me. What you was talking about, sis?
Oh, that was me with posting here and there. Got to get better, be more consistent. So yeah, I post something, and like you said, may not have another post for a week or two later.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, because sometimes, like, I know it's a couple people on here, you didn't have any parties booked for this month. Didn't have any vending events set up. But what's always open 24/7 as a way for you to market your business is these digital streets, social media. And what I know is that, we living in an era now where people are always looking down. Looking down at what? They on their phone. You sitting in a doctor office waiting to be seen. What they doing? They scrolling on their phone. You at work. You ain't supposed to be on it, but you take that risk. You scrolling on your phone. Going on the bathroom break. You ain't just going to the bathroom. You sitting on the toilet. You scrolling on your phone. So if people are always in their phone, guess what you want to be as a business owner? On their screens, making them stop and look at what you got to share. All right. So if there's no questions so far, who bought a video with them today? Because now we about to get into some on-hand training. We about to learn CapCut. Because CapCut is good for, you can take out, if you are somebody who you don't really feel comfortable with going live yet, record your content. If you feel like you still are working on public speaking, you can record, and it don't matter how many times you said how long of a pause you took, where you messed up at. CapCut can help you to edit it and take all that out, and your video be looking like a pro. You might got a video they want me to use? Because I'm about to share my screen and get into CapCut.
I got a couple in my phone. My son was gonna come over and help me edit, which is one of the reasons I don't always post a lot, because I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out this social media stuff first and how to post and put my own content together. But I did do a video, and it's kind of like all over the place into, he come get it together, but we could practice with it if you want to.
Yeah. How long is the video?
So I have two. So I can send you the one that's which is like the part 2 of my videos. It's like 1:30.
Send it to me in Messenger.
Y'all have to excuse this voice. I kind of just rolled over and hurry up and got up and got on. So I still got my man voice going on.
It sounds like we could appreciate your dedication and commitment. Let's do about a 3-minute pause if you want to go and grab something to drink or stretch your legs while we get this video up. I'm not sure if there's a desktop version. I do. By the way, I use my phone. I have an iMac, a MacBook. I do not like working on my computer. Everything, majority of the stuff I do is from my phone. I'm like, that's gonna be a part of my story. Once I'm able, God lets me touch my multi-millions, I'm gonna be able to say I did it all from the iPhone, chair. All from the phone. Okay, but so CapCut, you can get the CapCut app, and there is a free version. I have the paid version. I think it's worth it, and it's the things like that that motivate me with my bedroom candy business. I be like, okay, if this is something that I need, is $10 a month, or I forget how much this is, but I'm like, my business has to pay for it. It has to make sense. So it motivates me. I'm like, okay, what I gotta sell to cover this $12 subscription, or however much it is. I like the paid version because I don't have to worry about, like just like in Canva, if you're familiar with Canva, there's pro features. So if I see something I like to just be able to use it and not worry about if it's the free one or the paid one. And it gives you some different or a little bit better features that you can choose from that we're going to get into. But the paid version is just as good. You can edit your video and make a really great scroll stopping video just with the free one too. But if you want the paid one, I'm telling you, make your business pay for it. Okay. So when you get into the CapCut app, they say I need to stop being so cheap. No, let me tell you, when I first started this business, one of the things I loved about Bedroom Candy is that I could make money without having to spend money. And that's why I'm like, with that free kit, if somebody really come in and take advantage of it, they can really run it up and didn't have to spend no money. The fact that you get a website, we do drop shipping, you do not have to keep inventory or meet no quota. All you gotta do is have some work ethic, some confidence behind you, and some go get a hustler energy. I was big because I was broke. Because I forgot to tell y'all that when I started Bedroom Candy, just 2 months into the business, I was diagnosed with clinical depression. It was at the bottom of my life. I hit rock bottom. Finally, God was like, thank you. You recognize your purpose. I do want you to work with these women and young girls, but we got some stuff we still got to work on within you too. And that's when I had started my journey of really, really overcoming my childhood sexual trauma that I had experienced. So I was broke. I was depressed. I tell the story about how my first convention was just 4 months later, I believe, and I couldn't even afford to stay at the hotel. I had family who stayed in a town like right outside of Atlanta, so I would get up early in the morning and drive there to the hotel where convention was because I just knew I had to be there. That's how serious I was. But I was broke and ran it up in Bedroom Candy without having to spend money. I just started last year investing in inventory. So do you say I was cheap for a long time, but when I was ready to take my business to the next level, I knew, okay, now I got to spend some money to make a little bit more money. Okay. All right. Inside of Canva, we need a Canva training too, don't we? Who's gonna do that? Inside of CapCut, you're gonna click on Add a New Project. And you see where it has videos, photos, live photos. You can make a video of a reel in here with videos and photos together. So we're gonna take Sion's video that she gave me, and we're gonna add it. And what we're gonna do right now is let's just watch it. Let me see what we're working with. Okay, Sion, I don't know if you like me. I be so cringe watching myself, but sorry, sis. Oh, hold on.
Ready. you know.
All right. Okay.
So let me just throw this out there. So my intent, I did the whole skincare. So of course I started, this was the day that I needed everything. So I did the scrub, the cleanser, the sea moss. And so I have the other part of the video. So you don't hear me, or I'm trying to be quiet because I did not want to talk through it. So my son was supposed to try to help me put the words, over it. So that's why, I'm not saying anything. So that was the other part that I wanted to do to it.
Yes. And that's good. That's because one of the things I want to teach you is how to do voiceover and text over as well. So that's perfect. Yes, and we agree with Evelyn. Great job. Just do it. We just talked about done over perfection. Now that we've had our trainings, I can see this, but y'all may, I don't know if y'all could tell, I can tell that Sion did that in HD. But now that she's been trained on the 4K 3060 feature, now her videos are gonna be in that. And it's gonna look even more crisp. But for the most part, it's good. There was some spots in there that, just being honest, I would have watched the first couple seconds, but then I would have scrolled on. But that's because it doesn't have any of the things that we're about to learn right now. And there was a lot of dead space areas that we could actually get rid of and make this video shorter. Would y'all agree?
Yes, I would, because I wanted him to, like, you know how they make it fast forward and it's kind of like just going real fast, not slow. I wanted that also in there.
Okay. And those are things too. When you switch it up, they say that humans, we have attention spans that are even a goldfish has a longer attention span than us, is what they say. And a goldfish attention span is what, like a couple seconds. So what keeps our attention, the human brain, that's what these are things as a business owner, y'all, we need to learn. It's called industrial psychology. What makes people actually want stuff. It's what people, the strategy they use in the grocery stores when you go buy the ice cream and they got the cones and the chocolate syrups by it too. It's a psychology behind business. So when you do the videos, like having some parts faster than others or slower than others, or that transition, like a swipe on the screen or the words changing, our brain likes that because it's those quick like changes. At the end of the video, CapCut always puts this, and I'm telling you right now, my first thing I always do is I delete it out, because when my video ends, I want it to end. I do not want to advertise CapCut, right? So you just click on it and it gets that white box around it and just hit delete. And usually what I would do, can somebody send me to my messenger in a real formatted, the landscape moisturizer picture? It should be in the Kiss app, if y'all know what I'm talking about. How they send us the graphics, but it's in like this long, rectangle shape. Because what I like to do is just add the picture or something in it. Sion, would you agree that this is a video about moisturizing?
Yes, this is the last steps, and so this is the moisturizer and the oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna make. We're gonna make a moisturizing video. And the first thing we're gonna do is go in and edit. I'm gonna teach you how to cut. So I would split there. So I hit the split. Okay, let me go back. Moving fast. Everything's highlighted. And you know that because that white box is around it. I'm going to click down at the bottom, wherever you want to cut something off. So this right here in the beginning, I wanted to start right when she's saying ready. So I'm going to scroll to right there and I'm going to hit split. Now I'm going to click on that part I want to remove and hit delete. Okay, so she said ready. I'm going to split again. Now I want it to now come up with her having that up. So I'm going to split again and delete that out. And maybe I can leave this a little. Okay. And I'm actually, before I go any more with cutting it, hopefully y'all are able to follow along with your own videos. I'm going to turn the volume down on this. I'm turning it completely off. So how did I do that? I clicked on it, got the white box around it, clicked on volume. And I'm going to turn it all the way down because we don't want any original volume on here. Thank you, Coach Nan. Now I want it to start. Any questions? Can y'all understand what I'm doing right now? This is what we call editing and video cutting. And see, like right there, I'm very anal. My team members who work closely with me, they know this. I'm very anal. So you might not be this anal. So I see like with this clip right here, there's a little bit too much extra space at the end that I can still cut off some. So see like, let me shorten it just a little bit. Make this good for my sis because she's gonna be able to post this today. And I'm getting this because I'm just to put y'all in my brain what I'm thinking. When I'm cutting, because she can do a voiceover over this video. I'm gonna send her a copy of this with nothing. Like she can do a voiceover if she wants. And I'm thinking like right there, that could be something she's saying like, you make sure you get the neck too. Whatever you do, I hear Coach Nan. Whatever you do to your face, you gotta do to your neck. So that'll be good. Let me go from there to right there. And if you do something and you want to undo it, right over here, right underneath the video, you see the arrow forward and backwards. You just hit backwards. Or if you're like, no, I did like that, you can hit forward and it'll come back. You see, yeah. So and see, like all of that I can get out because we got her rubbing her face. We don't need all of it. We just need a little bit. Okay, and I can get, she's doing the lips. So I can cut all that right there out. We can get the lips. Okay, and I don't want to go back. We've already got some content of her rubbing her neck, so I don't need her rubbing her neck again. And let's see what we got. So far we don't cut off 20 seconds of this video. More rubbing of the face that we can cut out, but I'll get that. That was cute. You look beautiful, Sion. What you use on your face, girl? I want to buy that. Oh, you said I can get a 30% discount. How I do that? Oh, I can sign up for free. Where I go to? Told you I'm so anal, but is anybody else working along with us? Doing your own? Y'all see, I'm splitting at the point where I want to, the stuff that I want to delete. Hold on. We don't got this video under a minute now. And if it's just a little bit that you want to delete off of the video, you don't have to use the split feature. You can just click right at the beginning of the white box and I can move this over to where I want it to stop as well. So I'm gonna move it over. Yeah, Nick, video's about to be on point because let me tell y'all, we are doing this too. Corporate is starting to they want content from us. They want to showcase the community. Majority of the consultants who are in here say that they stay because they love the community. So if that's what's drawing what's keeping the most people here, that's what's going to draw people as well. They want to show the different consultants of the community. But we have to, business is business. Ain't nothing personal about business. They have to make sure that they're marketing their brand in a certain way. So there's been people who submitted videos and stuff, but because the quality wasn't clear, they didn't get training on what the camera settings should be on. They didn't get training on what their background should look like. They didn't get training on how the appearance, how to show up, looking your best, no matter what, and owning it, no matter what. They didn't get training on how to use CapCut and edit the video. So it's a lot of dead space in it. The videos never make it to their page. So we're teaching you this because we want to see you on Bedroom Candy socials. And we want the strangers to see your content and like it and be like, I want to join with her. I want to join with him because your content was dope. Getting that neck again. And again, you borderline gotta be a little anal too, though, for real, y'all. Because when you're cutting it, I don't know if I'm describing it correctly, but you want it to be like cutting it where it's a different motion coming, a different movement. Because those different like switches of movements, that's another thing too that people like in videos. And then she could say something in her voiceover like, it's moisturizing. Yeah, I'm moisturizing my face, but baby, my 2 for 1, kill two birds with one stone. Let's rub that access into these hands. And the look she gave on her face is like she was saying that too. Like, sure.
Cause I was like, we ain't wiping that off. Let's put that, rub it on in the hands, get all that product in.
Mm-hmm. And see how I'm getting ready to cut it right where that expression stopped. That's a good transition. Okay. Y'all, do y'all see how we took Sion's video from 1 minute and 31 seconds to, do you see how long it is now? Anybody see that? It is, I thought I saw Layden, but yet Coach Nan, yep, 32 seconds. And now let's see it all the way through before we do the next step. Don't they look good? And we ain't even added. Yeah, I see the hearts. Yes. We ain't even added the extra. But we don't get that video. We got all the extra out of it. Made it like, oh, want somebody want to keep watching because of the sudden changes. And we ain't even added any text or voiceover or music or anything yet. Okay. So next thing I want to show you is how to do animated transitions. So instead of it flipping to each frame, just you see the like little jump. Let me show you. These little white the black lines inside of the white box in between each transition, you just click on that and you can play through these like let's see, let's do a swipe. Or you just go through whatever you want. And I'll tell you too, because one of the things I want y'all to get out of the habit of is all those filters. You don't need like I love just using Evelyn as an example, how she hit the heart feature on here and you saw the hearts like all up on her video. You don't want them in your reels. We want crisp, clear, simplicity videos. So you don't need hearts behind you going all up or like sparkles and stuff. People don't like them videos no more. They're gonna scroll right past your ass. Okay? But click on just whatever. I'm just gonna do just to keep it moving. Okay. And you don't have to do one for every single one. That's too much. So so I would do now she's getting ready to do another product. So before going to after she says, but wait, that's what I'm thinking she's saying. I would do another one right here. Ooh, I like that. Let's keep that one. Okay, so let's see. Okay. And then I would do another one at the after she's starting to do her hair. So right here. Okay, we can do that one. All right. That's how you do. Yep, it's recorded. Okay. So that's animated transitions. Our next thing is now let's add some text on the screen. That's one of my favorite things. I love the different fonts they have. But again, we want to be intentional with this. So what I tend to do is called an overlay text. If Coach Nan, can you put that in the chat? Overlay text. So that's the when you see words on people's videos, that's what that's called. It's an overlay text. And you want your overlay text to be a hook. That's another terminology in social media. A hook is something that when they see this text, it's gonna hook them in, make them want to watch the video. So you want it to be something catchy. Your hook has to be catchy. I like to go to Chat GPT or Sky. Let me say Sky. The people know who you are now. So Sky, she be tell I go and ask her. And when you're talking to your chat, be very specific. And I know my grammar or my language probably is all over the place, but this is how I talk. She'll understand. All right, so let's look at the opening ones. Oh, I see which one I like. Sion, since this is your video, or anybody, we can help our sister out. Which one should we choose for the opening hook? Now that PS, you don't need a filter. You need this. I'm like, I want to steal that for a video on the lip drip, no filter. Number 3. Oh, y'all better be on it. So everybody, that caught my attention too. Number 3, if your face ain't glowing like this, you using the wrong cream. So what I'm gonna do is simply copy that. And we're gonna go back to CapCut. And now down at the bottom, I'm gonna hit text. I wanna point out to you, if you are working in here and you do not see the option for text, it's probably because you have something highlighted. Like you see, I got the box around that first transition video now. But as soon as I click off of it, now there's my option to add text. So click on it, then hit add text, and I'm gonna paste it in here. And you see, like, we don't want it, we can't see it. That look like one of them videos, ain't nobody gonna stop scrolling to watch. So click on templates, and now all of these come up. And you can actually change it so however you want to see. So I'm just hitting return and make it like 3 lines. And you want it to be something bold. And you just play through. And that's what I meant by like, I like the paid version because I ain't got time to be like, I don't found one that I like. And now I can't use it. Let me know if you see one, y'all. I'm a pink girl. Sion, is pink okay? Or you want something different? You see something you like? Let's do this one. And you could even go and click on styles. We could change the color. So look at me going to find, even though it's in white and black, look at me going to find the pink. So if there was a color you wanted, you could bold it out. Let's see. We could do gold. But you want it to be something bold that pops. We can change it back. And I want it to be, because with the video, the white and, yeah, you just want it to be something bold. Let's see. Sion didn't say yes to the pink. So I'm and then there's even other options right here too. But I'm just gonna go to this one. Or I'm sorry. Let me go on. I told y'all I'm anal. I would be here all day to the one that looks good in my eye, but we'll just do this. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. We just do it like this. But you know what? Before I do that, let me actually download this so I can send you the plain one, Sion, so you can do something with. Hold on. To download it, you click right here at the top right corner on AI Ultra HD. I like to change the resolution to 4K, and then I do framework on 60. That's all I mess with right here. And then you export it. And we'll be out of here 15 minutes tops, y'all, at the most. Thank you for spending your holiday, the morning with me, or the early afternoon. Okay, so I got that for you, Sion. Now I can go back in and yeah, let's do the text. I'll just do something for the sake of time. Sion, you know how to change it. You got the plain one. You can go and actually pick what you like. Templates. Let's just do that one. Okay. And you see how it shows you how long the text is gonna stay on the video. You can see it's gonna go all the way to that third clip, just because that's where it's at. We don't want that. We want that to just be on that very first clip. And I can actually, Sion, we can play around with the speed, because that went by very fast, which sometimes that works. Then people will watch a video over and over again because it went by so fast, so they got to go back and watch. So I clicked on speed. We can slow that down a little. You can also speed it up. Now that I've slowed it down, I got to click on the text and spread it to the end of it. And let's see. All right. So that's our first overlay text. Chat gave us some other text to sprinkle throughout the video.
Question, is that always going to play right in the middle of the face? You can't pull it to the top? The words?
You can move it. You want to be very careful though where you put it at, because you don't want it to be covered by once you actually load it to social media. But this is just your opening. So that's just in the beginning. It's not gonna be over your face, but you can place it anywhere. I like to put mine in the middle, but that's fine. And you could even do it at the bottom. My first one, like the opening one, I like to put in the middle, but the other ones, like you can put at the bottom or the top or whatever. So I put it to the top for you. And that should be enough space where it's not covered by, like if you put it in a story, nothing's gonna be covering it. Let's see. Luxury vibes without the luxury price. That's it. You can keep the same template or you can use something different. Put it to the top. I wouldn't do a different text for every time. I usually do the same font for the beginning and ending text, and in the middle I can do a different one. Let's see. I would put a text right here. So that's the one with the glow so good. Hold on. I don't know why they put a feather for feels like silk on your skin, but okay. And of course, you take what you want. You don't have to keep it. But that's why, like, you really gotta like block out time, and you can make it bigger, make it smaller. Editing, it takes a lot of. It's not a lot of time, but you gotta carve out time for it. And then I would just add a text right there. Or I could have did. Well, we ain't got to. For the sake of time, I won't. Okay. All right, but that's how you add text. Now I want to show you the last thing is how to add audio. So she could do a voiceover on this, and you gotta play around with the voiceover. Sometimes I get it right on the first try. Other times I gotta like do. So adding text, adding audio. I'm gonna click right here on the arrow and the audio. So if you don't see a feature down here, either click off of something on the screen or just hit the arrow back and you'll see and just scroll. So when adding audio, you can do a voiceover by hitting record. So I'm just gonna do something quick just to show y'all what it would look like. Press that blue button. Baby, who got time for a dry face? Where go?
Ready.
Oh, hold on. I didn't take the volume off of that one. So that's why it's important to just make sure if you're doing a voiceover, make sure the volume is completely turned off on everything. And I didn't do it on that first clip. Hold on. And you know what? It might not let me do voiceover because I'm on Zoom on this phone. Yeah, hold on. No dry face this summer. Yeah, it ain't gonna do it. But that's how you would do a voiceover. You can just do it all the way through. But my favorite thing is adding some music over it. Now, when you add in music, you want to do instrumentals. Don't do the word music with the lyrics to it. Because you're gonna be competing with people listening to you in the words of the song. This is one of my favorite features because you can go to YouTube and look up the instrumental. Theon, what instrumental you want over this? What's a song that comes to mind? And hold on, let me correct the shit. You said who?
I said, oh, I didn't even think about that. What song?
Anybody got an idea for her?
You said instrumental?
Like what's a song, like a catchy song, and I can just go and find an instrumental to it.
Okay.
Like I said, I go to YouTube and you see like I for my lip drip video I did with the Chick-fil-A, his mama, I went and found Cardi B came through dripping instrumental. You can see I've been doing a lot of editing, so I have like I'm looking for instrumentals to go over my stuff. Let's just do. I'll just do this one.
What's that song by Vito? And it talks about hold on, let me try to Google it.
And I think I'm gonna have to do it on my other phone and send it to me because I don't think I can screen record. But what you do is go to YouTube and find the song that you want. Look for the instrumental version of it. And once you have the instrumental, screen record. Believe Android should have a screen record feature too. But on the iPhone, you if you pull down on your screen, right there, that red that's highlighted because I'm sharing my screen right now. It's recording my screen is there. But that's how you hit screen record. I'm about to record. Or hold on real quick. I think I got a snippet of a song. And see, like I said, you have the blank one, so you can go in and add whatever song you want. Let me find one. Hold on.
I think it's called You Got It by Vito.
Okay.
Did you find one?
It's not gonna let me screen record it while I'm on here, so I'm just gonna add one. And you can actually go in and add that over it yourself. But I got one. I'm gonna show y'all. And this is our last step, I promise.
Now, what I do sometimes is when I just like how you already got her video, I will go ahead and just export that, and then I will go to Reels and then find the song on Reels, but it's not instrumental. So that's the difference. That's the big difference right there.
And that is a way too. So I'm still clicked on the audio setting, and I'm gonna click now on extract. So I just want to let me show you. So I clicked on audio, and now I'm gonna click on extract, the very first one. And what that does is allows you to go to a video that you have screen recorded, the recording of the instrumental, and it's gonna extract the audio from that video. I love this feature. So let's see.
Dice is on the beat.
Okay. And you see how it took our 32-second video and now it's saying it's 2 minutes and 40 seconds long? So what you have to do is the same thing. We need to cut and split right there where her video ends, split it, and then just delete the rest of the music. And what I'm gonna do now is just show you a finished product. Of course, Sion's gonna go in and add what she really wants on here. But we're gonna hit the AI Ultra HD, change it to 4K, frame rate 60, and hit export. And we're gonna look at the final video. Okay. So now I'm gonna go to my photo album and let's see.
Digits on the beat.
And that's it, y'all. What we thinking? How y'all feeling? Confident, ready to get out here and make some scroll stopping videos that's gonna end up on Bedroom Candy's social media pages?
So mine is sort of different, right? Because I'm Coach Spice. And I always say not only at my parties, I said, not only can I spice it up in the kitchen, I can spice it up in the bedroom too. So I made a big breakfast when Gabe was here last. So I did, that's what I did. That's why I was working on as you did a thing. So now I'm gonna say, I told you I can spice it up in the kitchen too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you have like putting it into like editing out the dead space, putting that music behind it, adding some words and stuff in those animations, slide through the transitions. That's gonna make it scroll stopping. We took our sister Sion video, and in the beginning it was kind of dry and boring. And with the music and everything going on in the cut, it's like, oh, and I would probably watch it back again. How we're gonna now just any questions or feedback before I send y'all out here on your Labor Day Saturday.
This was amazing. I have never seen anything like this from start to finish like that. I'm gonna definitely go back to this video. I'm gonna share it like again for my own platform, my team members that are gonna be underneath me. Like I cannot wait to share this. You did amazing. Thank you so much. I'm already thinking about like what I'm gonna do this weekend because I have a gathering. I'm like, I'm gonna do some video and then come and edit it and see all the things I use and see what I can do with it. It's just another level. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. You're welcome, Net. You're welcome, Coach Nan. And if there is nothing else, I should have this recorded in a couple minutes. I will share it in our Facebook groups. Team B.A.M, I'll add it to the playbook. And I can't wait to see y'all's content. Thank you so much for spending 2 hours of your time on the Labor Day, the holiday weekend with your girl. Have a good one, y'all.